Hey guys, what is up? RubiksLife here. Welcome back to another video. Today in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve the Skewb in only one algorithm. Now the algorithm we're using today is this one right here. It is R prime L R L prime. This algorithm is going to be able to solve your entire puzzle from the very beginning all the way to the very last layer. Okay, so once it's scrambled, I'm going to go over notation very quickly. Now, notation is how I'm going to turn the cube, and whenever I say a certain letter and a certain word, it means I'm turning the cube a certain direction. So for this tutorial, we're only going to need to know 4 different orientations or notations, and that is R prime, L, R, and L prime. So R prime means I'm going to turn this right corner right here counterclockwise, because prime means it's going to go counterclockwise. So if I say R prime, I'm turning this corner counterclockwise. And then whenever I say L, it's going to take this left corner and it's going to go clockwise. Whenever I say R, it's going to take the right side and turn that clockwise. And then L prime is going to be the left side counterclockwise. And that's all you're going to have to know in order to solve this puzzle. Alright, so the first step in solving your Skewb is going to be the white side. So now what you want to do is find your big white centerpiece. So the centerpieces are these big squares that are in the middle of every single side. And you're only going to need to pay attention to the white one for now, and then leave and ignore all the other ones, and that'll be your second to last step in solving your Skewb. So the first step is to get all 4 white corners in place and with their side colors matching. Okay, so for example here we've got the white side, the 2 white corners, and the oranges, and those are both in the correct spot and both correctly placed. And then for example this one, the blues are in the correct spot. However, if we were to do this, and we have 2 white pieces here, but the green and the blue are not supposed to be side by side, as well as the red and the orange. So I'm going to go ahead, re-scramble this, and then I'm going to walk you through how to get your white corners into place. Alrighty, so first step, like I said, is to find your white square. And for example, we already have one here, and we've already got one here. And these are both actually in their correct spots, because we've got blue and red, and then orange and green. And if you don't know, those are the opposite colors. So if we grab a 3x3, you see our blue and red corner is the opposite of the orange and green corner. So these 2 are already in place, and we just need to get this one and this one here. I like holding it upside down, or kind of like this, you can kind of see, but I like having the yellow on top. That's just my preference. You can have it like this. I just find it easier for the method that I'm about to show you to have the white towards the bottom. So first things you want to do is find your corner. So I found this white corner here. However, it's already in the bottom, but the white is not on the correct side. So what you do in this case, if it's facing the left side, what you want to do is you want to turn this front piece along with this corner counterclockwise, so it's up in the top, just like that. Now if it's on the right side, you're going to do the complete opposite. If the white is on the right side, you're going to turn it up this way. And the reason you do that is because you turn the white up so it's facing towards you, just like that. And then you're going to turn it counterclockwise. That way it's facing away. So whenever you turn this front piece again, it's going to go right into its place. So I'll do that one more time for you guys, just like that. So if you've got the white on the left side, you're going to turn it counterclockwise so it goes up in front of you. You're going to turn it away, so that way whenever you turn this back, it's going to slide right into place right next to your other piece. And then we can go ahead and put this piece back that was already in the place. Now we've got one up here, and you're thinking, okay, it's in the top, I need to get it here, but every time you turn it, it's going to be in the wrong spot. But this is what you just saw a second ago, but just in reverse. So this is on the right side. If the white's on the right side, you're going to bring it up clockwise just like this. So it's facing you. You're going to turn it away from you, bring it back down, and then fix that piece you just took out, just like that. And that, just as simple as that, you've got your white side completed. The white side's very intuitive and it's very simple. It's just going to take you just kind of figuring it out. I'm pretty sure the majority of you will be able to do that, but if you have any other questions, you want me to go into more detail on that, leave a comment down below and I'll try to do my best to help you out. So now the next step is getting your big center pieces into place, and this is where our algorithm comes into play. So I'll put it up in the corner here, and we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can get our center pieces into place. Now, the way this works is our algorithm takes the top one and the one in front of you and switches them. So if we do our algorithm here, it'll put yellow down here and orange up here. Now, usually we're going to try to get whatever's on the top into that spot. So for example, say this was orange, right? We want to line up our orange side, which is our orange corners that we've put in on this white side, and switch it. So that way our orange piece goes into here, and say our red piece goes up here, and then we can go ahead and keep going. But we have yellow on the top, and our center pieces are not in the right spot. So you're going to go ahead and just do the algorithm in any way you want to switch it with any other piece, because the yellow needs to switch so we can start doing our rotations. So you're going to do the R prime like this. You're going to do L like this, R, and then L prime. And as you can see, that switched our red and our yellow. But now what we can do, since we have a color on the top, we can turn our cube until we're on the red side, and you know that by seeing our red corners and the white corners, just like this. So this is going to switch our blue and our red. So we can do our algorithm one more time. So R prime, L, L, R, and L prime. And that switched our blue and our red pieces, and now our red's in place. So as you can see, some of our pieces are already going to start falling into place, which is fantastic. So our blue is on top, so we're going to switch it over to the blue side here. And then we're going to do that algorithm and switch our orange on our blue. So R prime, L, R, L prime. And now our blue and our orange switched. And now you can see our orange and our red need to switch, so we can put our orange in the right spot. So now we do our algorithm, R prime, L, R, L prime. And now our orange and our red switched. And usually this takes a couple tries, but once you get it going, it'll eventually fall into place. So our red and our yellow need to switch. So now we have our R prime, L, R, L prime. And just like that, we skipped our last layer. I'll go back and do another solve, but we skipped our last layer, and now our Skewb is completely solved. Okay, so I rescrambled the Skewb really quick just to go over our last layer, because we skipped that in our last solve, and that's very important. You just use the same algorithm, but the way you hold the cube is important. So I'm going to go through this very briefly. Once we get to the last layer, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So remember, you start with whatever corners here, and you start lining up your pieces. So if we do that, that's going to be incorrect. This green needs to go here. So it's going to be on the left side, so we bring it up, we turn it, bring it down, and then put our piece back. And then we've got this one, and we got this one. I'm going to go ahead and do this one because it's already in place. It's on the left side. So I'm going to bring it up, over, down, and replace the piece we took out. And then this one, it's already up. So for example, it's on the left side, but I can see a head. So you could do that. Turn it, bring it down, and put it up. And that's our white side completed. Then you're going to start doing our algorithm and switching our center pieces just like this. And then you're going to do it to the blue side, to the green side, and there we go. Now all of our center pieces are in place. Now you're going to get one of two cases. In this case, we've got the headlights that I like to call. So you've got two yellows on the side, a yellow right here, and a yellow back here. And the other one is where you've got corners that are like facing away and then facing towards you, and I'll show that to you in just 1 second. But this one is very simple. Use the same 4-letter algorithm. You hold the headlights on the left side and you do R prime, L, R, L prime, and then do it one more time, R prime, L, R, L prime, and that'll solve your puzzle. Okay, so the second case is here where we have a diagonal bar just like that. We've got a piece in front of us and a piece in front of us here. The way you want to hold this is where the yellow piece is facing towards you, the bar is diagonal this way, and you've got a piece facing out to the right. And you're going to do the same exact 4-letter algorithm. So you're going to do R prime, L, R, L prime, and do it again, R prime, L, R, L prime. And that's going to bring you to the case I just showed you where you've got headlights on the side, and you're going to hold the headlights on the left, do R prime, L, R, L prime, and then do it one more time, just like that, and that'll solve your cube. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. We are only like 90 subscribers away from 10,000, which is insane. I'm so excited and cannot wait for that milestone. So thank you guys for all your appreciation and support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave it down in the comments down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.